It's Sudoku with Jouet. My name is Jouet. Today we're doing Dragonsmaille by rockratzero. Okay, before we get going, if you like what I do, please hit subscribe. It is free for you, but it does me a lot of good. Alright, normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits and cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits may not repeat within cages. Digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. Alright, so normal Sudoku rules. That's 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Cages, so these three in the dotted outline have to add up to 9. These three have to 16, 14, 12, 17, etc. And then the white crop key, these have to be consecutive. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, so 22 has to have a 5, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 9. So we know that the 9 is going to be in here. I'm just going to pencil mark that just to give us some information. Now, this, okay, a 6 cage is only a 1, 2, 3. 3 can't be there. So this, to be consecutive, this one would have to be a 4, and then that's a 3. Okay, so that's a 1, 2 pair. So then this is now an 8, 9 pair, which forces a 9 down here. Okay, but if this was a 9, it would have to be an 8, but we know that the 8's up there. So this cannot be a 9 either, so this isn't going to be an 8, 9 pair. 2, 3, 4. So then this is 5, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'm going to leave that be for now. Then this is going to be either 3 or 5, so we know it can't be a 1, 2, 6. 3 or 5. But we know that the 3 is going to be on there. Okay. Can we figure anything else out? I freaking hope so. So we know that the 3 is going to be down here. Okay. Ooh. But the 3's have to be here, because if a 3 was here, this would have to be a 4 or a 2, and we know that both of those will be in the box. So 3 is going to be down here, which puts the other one as a 2 or a 4. Okay, and then with the 16, we know that it can have a 9 or an 8. So this is going to have a 7. Okay, so this has to be the 7 then. That'll be an 8, 9. Delete that. And then if this is a 9, it would have to be an 8, so it can't be. So that's going to be a 9. And then this equals a 3, 6. Can't be a 3, 6 because the 3 sees both of them. So it's going to be a 4 and a 5. So we can put a 5 here. That's a 4. 5 would only see a 4 or a 6. Can't see the 4, so it's going to be a 6, which puts this as a 7. Now this is going to be a 2, 3 pair. So this is going to be a 1 and a 6. If this was a 1, it would have to see a 2, so that's impossible. 6 there, 1 here. This will be a 5, 7. And then so, oh, and we can place that because of this guy. So this is going to be a 7. That's a 2, 1. And then we have 3, 4. Then we have a 5, 6. And then we can place an 8 here, which puts this as a 2. Then down here, we need a 1, 4, and a 5. Okay, so then what else can we see here? 7. This is a 5 or 6. 5 or 6. So it can't be a 1, 7. Can't be 2, 7, 8. It has 5, 6. Okay, that's a few options there. And then if this is a 3, that could be a 2. All right. Ay, ay, ay. What a puzzle. I like that I've been able to find most of the bottom. This has to be a 5 or 7. Okay, so it can't be those. And it can't be a 6, 8 because you see both of them. So we know that the 7 is going to be in this box, but is it a 3, 7, 9 or 4, 7, 8? That's not helpful. Now, could this be... This is a 4. This is a 2, 3, 4. Then this would have to be a 4, and then this would be a 2, 3 cage. If that's a 4, this would have to include a 3. Okay, so we know that this one cannot be a 2, 3, 9 because it sees both of those, and they couldn't both fit there. Okay. What about this 9? Do we have anything for that? Not yet. This 16. Not yet. This 12. Okay, so it can't be a 1, 7. That's the only thing we know at the moment. This one can either have a 6-8 or 6-9. Okay. That 14, we already moved the 2-3. What about this? Can either have a 4-7, a 16. Okay. This is a lot. All right. Okay, so this is a, and that's not helpful actually. Okay. Can I solve anything else? We have 8-9 here. This is a 3. This would have to be a 2 or a 4. Both of those could be. Okay, that could be right. Okay, so this can't be a 4-5, but that's not a problem. Oh, okay, so this 19 cannot even have a 5 in it, so this is going to be a 7. So then this is a 3-9 or a 4-8. 3-9 or 4-8. Okay, does that help at all? We know that this one cannot be an 8 and that one cannot be a 4. Okay, so if this is a 3, this would have to be a 2 or 4, which is possible. 8, 7, or 9, and 9 just an 8. That's not helpful. Okay. Glad I found that 7. Okay, so we know 7's up here, which is not super helpful at the moment. Wait a minute, that's not a 5-6. That's a 6 or an 8. So delete that 5. Okay, and then the rest is fine. That was almost dangerous. Okay, and then this. Okay, so this can out of a 6, 7. That's the only one I can delete. Aish, that's not good. That's no bueno. Then this can have an 8, 6. Or, okay, I already deleted that. That's fine. Then this is 4, 7. I already removed that. Ay, coño. Okay, so then 3s are up here. That's not helpful. This is 1, 4, 5. All right. Okay, so those cannot have 7s anymore because of this guy. Okay, so then 2, 6, 9, 3, 5, 9, 3, 6, 8, 4, 5, 8. All right. So this is relatively low, but it could still have a 6 on there, which would put this as, could be a 5, and that could be a 4. Okay. So where's the high numbers? One of these 3 has to have a high number, right? Then this cannot be a 6. So we need a low. This is frustrating. Okay. Six, 8, that's a 7, okay. So this is an 8, that'd be a 4. Okay, so if we do 4 there, 8 there, this would have to be 3, 5, which puts this as, this would have to be a 9. And if that's a 6, 8, this one would then have to be a 6, would that be a 2? And then this one would have to be a 1 or a 3. And then that's 3, 5. Okay, does that help at all? This is a 2, that'd be a 1, 3. This would also be a 1, 3. Okay. So this is a 1 or a 3. This cannot be a 3. Yes, it can. Yeah, because if this is a 3, then this would have to be the 5, and then that's a 1. But then that would have to be the 2. So yeah, this one is a 1. Which puts this as, I'm going to delete that and put this as a 3, 5. Oh, actually I can place it as, that's a 3, that's a 5. So this is now 4 or 6, which puts this as a 2. Okay, now this one is a 2, 6, 9 pair, so this one has to be a 6. Oh, didn't want to do that. That has to be a 6, so that's a 9. That has to be an 8. So this is a 4, which puts this as a 3, has to be. 5, 9, or 6, 8. Okay, it can't be a 5, 9, so this one's going to be a 6, 8 with a 6 here and an 8 there, which puts a 7 there. Okay, and then this has to be 7 as well, so then this is going to be a 1 or a 3. That's fine. Alright, then this is 2 or 4, it has to be a 2. 2. Okay, and then this is either 1, 6 or a 3, 4. Alright, this, if this is a 1, 5, 7, this would be a 1, that's a 5. Okay, or 2, 4, 7. Okay, let's see what we can do here. What else do we need? We need a 1, 5, 9. So we know that the 9s are going to be up here, which puts the 9s down here. Okay, then we got 6s up here. Oh, yeah, okay. 8, 9, or 6, or okay, so this can't be a 2, 9, 2, 5, 9. Okay, that's fine. What about here? Okay, so I'm just going to put 1, 5, 2, 4, 1, 5, 2, 4. So that cannot be 4, that can't be a 1. Oh, that can't be a 5 either. This is a 1, this would have to be a 2, and it's impossible. So this is going to be a 2, which puts this as a 4, and then this will be a 3, 5. Now this is a 1 or a 3, which can't be a 2, 3, 4, so this is going to be a 1, 2, 6. So this is a 1, 6 pair, which puts a 1 there. That's a 6. Delete that one. Okay, now we're talking. So then I can do 1s there, which puts 5s, 1, 5, 9 triple. Okay, and then this is a 3, 5, which we know that's a 1, 3. Okay. So do we have a 1, 3? We do not, so this is going to be a 3, 5. 3 there, 5 there, which puts this as an 8, so that's going to be a 7, 9. Then we need, so this is a 3, 7, 9. So this is going to be a 7, 9 as well. So this is now a 3, which puts only option is a 7 there and a 4 here. And then this is now a 9. Delete that 9. Oh, which places the 9 here. So that's a 1, 5 pair now. All right, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we know that it can't have 9s, and it can't have 6s. And it can't have 1s. So this is now a 3, 5, 8 or 4, 5, 7. It can't be a 3, 5, 8, so this will be a 4, 5, 7. All right, easy enough. 4, 5, 7. That cannot be a 7. All right. 1, 4, 5 triple, which puts this as an 8. And this, we know that that's an 8. So we have a 1, 3, 8 left, so that's a 3 there. That's a 1. So this has to be a 2. cannot be a 2, 7, 8. So it's a 2, 6, 9 pair. 6, 9 there. Okay, then we have 4s over here. That's a 4, 5 pair now. So this will be a 1. Okay, you can delete that 5. So that's going to be a 6. That's a 5. Then this is a 6, 9 pair as well. So that's a 6, 9, 6. I could have solved that earlier. Come on, man, pay attention. So this is an 8, 9 pair. So that's a 9. That's an 8. That's a 9. Delete that. 1, 2, 3. Then we have a 4, 7, which is 7 there, 4 here. Delete that 7. It's a 4, 5 pair, which places the 7 here. If this is a 5, it would have to be a 4 or 6, and 6 sees it. So this will definitely be a 4. Places a 5 there. That's a 4. That's a 5. So we have a 1, 5, 4, 1, 5 there. And that'll be a 2. Places this is a 3. So this is going to be a 9. Finish off that box with a 6. This will be a 5. That's a 2, 3. Finish that one off with a 1. Then we need an 8 here and a 2 there. Oh yeah, 1548. Love that. Good stuff. I really enjoyed that one. A little bit tougher than I was expecting, but still very, very solid.